first and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing Jones. And right away he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Jones now on first and 10. Short throw to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
makes the score Giants 7, Seahawks nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
29 is Mike 29. Good trap, good trap. Good job right there, 29 is Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 55. Go 14. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. Mike 55.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, one set. Check.
From the gun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
9-7. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Giants.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Jones on first down, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Golden Tate. Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
The 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Take over first down.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Jones on first and 10. Over the middle, complete to Tate. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
New York.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, every day.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
2-point conversion.
To throw again is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They keep it with Barkley on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
Jones pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Diggs on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Giants, first down.
Yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. New York. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for 2. Lewis will get the handoff, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
By the Giants.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Jones. And Tate's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
David Moore.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
54. Hey, alert. Check. 54. Let's go. Mike 5-4. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Again, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
On the handoff.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On third down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dante Pettis, 87 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?